Okay, folks, I'm back with you to tell you some other things that are going on. Now, honestly, the weatherman has said that it's going to be beautiful this week, and then I think it's starting Friday and Saturday, our temperatures start dropping. So this would be a great time for you to go on February the 7th to the Museum Center because the happy hour, the History Happy Hour, is going to be the 1993 Superstorm. And I don't know how many of you were in Cleveland during the superstorm, but I will tell you right now, my husband and I were living off Harris Creek Circle, and we lost our power, of course. We had a fireplace. We cooked on the gas grill on the deck. We melted snow to flush our toilets in the fireplace. We slept under about 15 quilts each so that, because we had other family members there during that time, because we did have a fireplace and we did have a gas grill. So this should be an interesting recollection of that. Now this is February the 7th, which I think, if I counted right, is Thursday night at the Museum Center at 6 o'clock. Bill Race will be there. If you are a museum member, it is free. If you're not a museum member, it's $15. But you have beverages, and you have food, and you have Bill Race, and you have everybody sharing stories about the superstorm of 1993. I know I love to cross-stitch, and I have a cross-stitch that I did by candlelight and gas lamp during that time, and it's a Santa, and I'm just really proud of it. And when I signed it, I put my initials, and I put Blizzard of 93 on it. So that's what's happening February the 7th. Now, March the 7th, we're going to talk, in the History Happy Hour, they're going to talk about Irish America. And that should be interesting because I am, according to genealogy, I am Irish American. And so that will be very interesting. I want to do that. And then on June the 6th, they're going to have what's called 1944, which will be the 75th anniversary of D-Day in World War II. And I just spoke with my Uncle Ralph this morning. I think I told you about him. He's 97 years old. He was at D-Day, and he had aortic valve replacement 2 months ago, 97 years old, and he's doing great. So I asked him if he would be my date for that event, and he said he would. So I'm hoping Uncle Ralph can come and tell you all live and in person what he went through that day and the hours leading up to that, because he was in what was called Tiger, the Battle of Tiger, which was a practice run for D-Day, and it turned out that the Germans knew about it, and we lost some soldiers during a practice, a simulation, or whatever you want to call it. So anyway, very knowledgeable about World War II because he was right there in it. Also at the museum, the Stitches of Time quilt show has started, and it started on the 31st, and it'll run through the 28th of this month. And if you go, you can go see all kinds of quilts. They have antique quilts, they have art quilts, and this is a showcase for the best quilts in the region, and ribbons are awarded in each category. I had a friend that called me and asked me to enter my 2 quilts. I did not quilt them. I've got a queen-size quilt of cross-stitch Santas and a wall hanging of the 12 Days of Christmas cross-stitch. I just didn't get them in, but that's okay. I'll save them for next year maybe. But anyway, that is going on right now currently at the museum. The museum is open on Tuesday through Saturday. They're closed on Sunday and Monday. And you can check them out at www.museumcenter.org. They are a nonprofit organization. And I need to get Mitchell Mizell on here with me to tell you some more things that are coming up. Then we have the annual Jute Miller Classic Rook Tournament. And I think if we have the signage for that, I think I've got the wrong day, because it's Saturday, February the 9th at the Cleveland Elks Lodge. And if you're interested, you need to, because it says Friday, February the 9th. It's not. It's Saturday, February the 9th. You need to, it starts at 9, I believe, and goes all day. You need to contact Jeff Miller at 479-5555. That is correct. And this is sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Cleveland. And this goes for their Community Service Foundation, which they fund a lot of youth projects in Cleveland. If I'm not mistaken, they do the Dr. Seuss event at Cleveland State, and I think that's right. And they do several other things with the money they raise. So it's supposed to be Saturday, February the 9th instead of Friday, February the 9th. So mark your calendar that way. If you're interested, teams are, Jeff can tell you, but there's a price for entering your team, and then they have awards for the teams that win. They've been doing this for several years, and it's a fun event. Now, Legally Blonde, the musical, will be presented by the Arts Center in Athens on the 15th and 22nd, the 17th and 24th. Those are, I'm sorry, wait a minute. The 15th and 22nd and the Friday, February the 15th and the 22nd, I'm looking at the screen right now, and Saturday the 16th and 23rd, both of those are at 7, and then they will be doing Sunday performances 17 and 24 at 2 o'clock. And there's a phone number there, 745, and that is a 423, 745-7173, or you can go to www.athensartscouncil.org. And I will tell you right now, I have been to several of their musicals, and they're wonderful. They do a great job, and Legally Blonde is a really cute story, so I hope you enjoy it. Now, the Bradley County Parks and Recreation Spring Sports Sign-Up will be this Saturday, February the 9th, from 10 to 4 at the rec office on Peerless Road. And if any of you know where the recycling is or the cannery is, when you pull in there at the recycling, the rec office goes right up to the right. There's a little road, looks like a little path thing, and there's their building. And they will be registering online until the 15th. So you can go to www.bradleyparks.com and register for spring sports. Now, let me say this. They need umpires for their baseball and softball if they have it. They need umpires, and these are paying jobs, folks. So if you're interested in good seasonal pay, you can call 728-7035 and possibly get a summer job, which is really good. Now, the Bradley County Republican Party will have a reorganization convention Saturday, February the 16th from 9 until noon at Ocoee Middle School. So for more information, you can call the two numbers that are on your screen, or you can go to bradleygop@gmail.com. Any of you that are interested in that need to go. If you're interested in serving anyway as they reorganize, then that would be great, and they'd love to see you. Now, I had Reba Terry on to talk to you about ATS, the bridge. They're going to offer a free to the public, The Addicted Brain, and it's a look at addiction from the eyes of a recovering addict. And this presentation will be in the Rose Lecture Hall of the Education Building on the campus of Lee University. Now, for more information, you can contact Robert Fisher at Lee University, rfisher@leeuniversity.edu, rfisher@leeuniversity.edu, and he will tell you about it. No reservations are necessary because I'm assuming this is going to be a large lecture hall, so there'll be plenty of seating. But anybody who wants information about addiction, and folks, this is a terrible problem we're having in Cleveland, Bradley County. You know, a lot of our industries here say we're having a hard time finding workers because they can't pass the drug test. That's awful, folks, because I think our unemployment is now down to like 2.9 in Cleveland, Bradley County that are employable. And so we can't recruit any new industries until we get some employees for these industries. And so this, The Addicted Brain would be something you all might want to go to. It's Thursday, February 21st from 6 to 8, and rfisher@leeuniversity.edu. All right, the U.S. Navy Band is going to perform on February the 22nd at Soddy Daisy High School Gym at 7 o'clock. I've heard the U.S. Navy Band before. They are wonderful. The performance is free and open to the public. At one time when I used to do the community chorus in Sweetwater years ago, I had a young man that was a student at UT that later went on to play in either the Army or Navy Band. I saw him perform with them once, but he performed with the Knoxville Symphony when I used them for some of the concerts I did. So these are all people that are in the Navy, and they are part of the U.S. Navy Band, and they are wonderful, folks. So they will be at the Soddy Daisy High School gym at 7 o'clock on the 22nd of February, free. Okay, so if you want to drive down there. Now, let me tell you about, let me go into March and tell you about, on Saturday, March the 23rd, the Magic of Wearable Fiber Arts Fashion Show and Market will be at the Museum Center from 10 until 3. There will be a luncheon. You need to contact Seal Curtis at the museum, 339-5745, or ccurtis@museumcenter.org. I'm hoping to get her on TV to tell us a little bit about this, because this is very exciting, because the young lady who from Cleveland, Janie Bryant, who was the fashion designer for Mad Men when it was on TV, and she has done a lot of fashion designing for other shows, television shows, and probably some movies. She's going to be there to talk about the wearable art. So I think that's going to be absolutely awesome. Now, veteran scholarships are available from ETF. And so for more information, you can contact Beth Heller at 865-524-1223, or you can call that same number toll-free by calling 877 instead of 865. Or you can email her at bheller@etf.org. These are scholarships for veterans who want to go back to school and maybe don't qualify for the Tennessee Promise or the Tennessee Connect or whatever it is we've got going now. So if you are a veteran and you're interested in that, please feel free to follow up on this and see what's available. All right, Lee University will be opening an English Language Center with free classes. And for more information, you can call 614-8223, or you can email Blake at cblake@leeuniversity.edu. Folks, we not only have Hispanics that are non-speaking English, but we have Russians, Ukrainians. We have, I've forgotten how many different languages we had in Cleveland, Bradley County. Somebody told me, and it was a phenomenal number. I mean, I was overwhelmed. I had no idea. So this is free to anyone who needs to help in learning English. Now, the Volunteer Energy Cooperative, VEC Customer Share Program, I have the red ribbon downtown, and I'm on Cleveland Utilities, and I have my home over on the Hiwassee River, which is VEC. And every month, Volunteer Electric gives grant money away. They've given, so far, I think in the month of January, they said they gave $2,000 to organizations, 501c3s.orgs in Bradley County. So the grant applications are available, and you see on the screen, VEC Customer Service Centers, and there's one on Georgetown Road. That's where I usually stop if I need to talk to anybody. Or you can call 423, and this will be a Meigs County number, 423-334-7051, or you can go to www.vec.org. If you have a nonprofit organization and you need money, grant money for something, let them know. They give away thousands every month, and they are great. They are great community supporters, and I know they have supported several different organizations that I've been members of, and I've suggested to the organization you need to contact the VEC because they love to give money. So folks, I think that's about it today from Nancy's Neighborhood, except if a Girl Scout or a Brownie Scout contacts you, buy Girl Scout cookies, because that helps them with the programs that they do. And it's been a great day on Nancy's Neighborhood. You've learned a lot. You've learned about City Fields, and you've learned about the Rotary Noonday Gala that's coming up on the 15th. So today, from Nancy's Neighborhood, it's bye-bye.